Hello friends, so another example of ESG and sustainability problem is inadequate mental health support for the employee, which is referring to lack of resources, programs or policies within the organization to support employees' mental well-being actually. Okay, so this can lead to increased stress, burnout, absenteeism, decreased productivity and high turnover rates. This is more important, turnover rates. Okay, and without proper mental health support, employees may struggle to cope with work related pressures and also leading to a toxic work culture, higher healthcare costs and diminished job satisfaction. So ignoring mental health needs can also result in lack of inclusivity, also where employees feel unsupported or stigmatized, ultimately affecting overall organizational performance. So what are the challenges in dealing this problem? Stigma around mental health. Many organizations still carry a stigma around mental health issues, making employees reluctant to seek help for fear of judgment or negative consequences. Also, lack of resources, we can say lack of resources, like many companies do not invest in proper mental health program or services, leaving employees with insufficient access to the support. Also, we can say pressure of high performance. Okay, workplaces that prioritize productivity over employee well-being may inadvertently creating a high pressure environment that accelerate mental health problems. Also, then limited awareness, also a challenge actually. So leaders may lack of necessary training to recognize signs of mental health issues and providing appropriate support. The next is absence of clear policies. Clear policies. Without clear mental health policies or support system, employees may not know where to turn when facing mental health challenges. So let us see what can be the possible solutions for this problem. Employee assistance program, offering counseling services, mental health resources. Okay, and creating a support culture, promoting an open and supportive work environment where mental health is openly discussed. Okay, which can reduce the stigma and encouraging the employees to seek help. Then next is mental health training for the managers. Leadership managers to recognize the signs of mental health issues and respond empathetically, ensuring employee receives timely support. Then flexible work arrangements, where providing flexible hours, remote work options, or wellness days can help employees manage stress and maintain a work-life balance. Also, comprehensive mental health policies, like clear mental health policies, resources that are easily accessible to employees, ensure they know where to turn for help when needed actually. Okay, so thank you friends. Let us see another example now. Another example related to ESG sustainability problem is poor disaster preparedness, which is referring to the failure of organizations, governments, and communities to plan and implement effective measures for responding to natural or man-made disasters. And also this includes inadequate infrastructure, insufficient emergency planning, lack of training also, and then limited resources to handle such events. So the consequences of poor disaster preparedness can be devastating, leading to loss of life, economic damage, and also long-term disruptions. Okay. Then vulnerable populations, which are often disproportionately affected, and recovery can be slow also, further exacerbating the social and economic impact of the disaster. So what can be the possible challenges for this issue to be treated, or problem to be treated? we can say lack of planning and resources. Many organizations to fail to develop comprehensive disaster response plans or invest in necessary resources. Then inadequate infrastructure, okay, where we can say poorly maintained infrastructure such as roads, bridges, emergency facilities also can be easily damaged during the disaster and hindering response and recovery efforts. And then very important, poor communication system. Ineffective communication during disasters can delay warnings, can confuse response efforts, and impede the coordination between agencies. Then limited public awareness and training that often because we can say the public often lack awareness of how to respond to disasters or may not receive regular training, leading to panic and inefficiency during the crises. And next is political and economic constraints, where political instabilities, budgetary constraints, or lack of political will prevent adequate investments in disaster preparedness or mitigation. So what can be the possible solutions for this? Comprehensive disaster management plans, investment in infrastructure, early warning systems, public awareness campaigns, and also collaboration and resource sharing can be the solutions for this. So the governments and organizations should create and regularly update their disaster response plans, okay, and covering evacuation procedures, resource allocation, communication strategies. Also should strengthen the infrastructure, particularly in high-rise areas, ensuring the facilities, transportation networks can withstand disasters and enable effective responses. Early warning system, basically implementing early warning system, improving communication channels, which how we can alert communities to impending disasters and give them time to prepare themselves. Or also educate communities through drills, campaigns, and training programs can help people understand how to respond effectively during the disaster. So communication is very important sector, okay. Also, governments, NGOs, businesses should collaborate and pool the resources to ensure that there is a coordinated, well-equipped response during crisis, particularly in regions where prone to frequent disasters. Thank you, friends. Let us see another example now. So, next ESG problem or solution, sustainability problem example is lack of standardization in the ESG reporting. Here we can say lack of standardization in ESG reporting. This refers to the absence of universally accepted frameworks. Universally accepted frameworks, okay, or we can say criteria for measuring, disclosing ESG performance, which leads to inconsistent, incomplete, or incomparable data across the organizations, making it difficult for investors, stakeholders, and consumers to evaluate the true sustainability and ethical practices of companies. Also, the absence of standardization also opens the door for greenwashing, where companies may exaggerate their ESG achievements without concrete evidences. Okay, so this is leading to greenwashing, and here undermining the trust and accountability in the corporate sustainability efforts. Now, what can be the possible challenges in treating this issue or problem? There are diversified reporting frameworks, diverse reporting frameworks. Different companies use various reporting frameworks like GRI, SASB, TCFD, making it challenging to compare ESG performance across industries and regions. Also, lack of regulatory requirements. In many regions, there is no mandatory requirement for companies to disclose ESG information or adhere to a standardized framework, leading to inconsistent reporting practices. So, data quality and completeness also the issue. The absence of standardized matrices means that some companies may report incomplete and inaccurate ESG data, making it difficult to assess true performance. Also, confusion. Investors often struggle to assess companies' ESG risk and opportunities due to inconsistent or unclear reporting, and this can lead to impact investment decisions. Also, resource intensity. The companies may face challenges in dedicating the resource needed to comply with multiple reporting frameworks, especially smaller firms without dedicated ESG teams. So let's think about the smaller firms, okay, where lack of resources can lead because of without dedicated ESG teams. Now, what can be the best possible solutions for this problem? Adopting the global standards, encouraging the adoption of global reporting standards such as IFRS, Integrated Financial Reporting Standard, or GRI, Global Reporting Initiative, can create a more consistent and comparable frameworks. Then regulatory mandates. Governments can introduce regulations requiring standardized ESG reporting, ensuring that all companies disclose relevant and comparable ESG information. Also, ESG data audits can be one of the solutions. Here we can say implementing independent third-party audits for ESG data, ensuring accuracy, reliability, and accountability, and building the trust with investors and stakeholders. Then collaborate, okay, with industry initiatives. So companies and industry groups can collaborate to develop common reporting practices, sharing insights and promoting consistency across the sectors. Then technology solutions, okay, yes, investing in digital tools or softwares that can help automate ESG data collection, analysis, reporting, making it easier for companies to adhere to this standardized frameworks and ensure accurate reporting. So we have seen this problem of lack of standardization in ESG reporting, challenges and solutions. So let us see another example, friends. Here in next problem, ESG or sustainability problem, we talk about the inconsistent data collection for ESG matrices. This is referring to the lack of uniformity and accuracy in gathering and reporting ESG related data across companies and industries. So different methods, different tools, different matrices are often used, and which is leading to fragmented, unreliable, incomplete information. And this inconsistency makes it difficult for stakeholders, including investors, regulators, and consumers, to assess a company's true ESG performance. So as a result, companies may face challenges in tracking the sustainability goals, okay, risks, and credibility of ESG disclosures that may be compromised, undermining trust in corporate responsibility. So what can be the challenges organizations face in treating this problem? Diversified data collection methods, like companies may use various internal, external data collection systems, leading to discrepancies in how ESG matrices are measured and reported. So diverse data collection system. Then lack of standardized ESG metrics. We can say standardized ESG metrics. So without universally accepted ESG matrices or standards, companies may face or focus on different aspects of ESG, using different indicators, thresholds, or definitions, making comparison difficult. Then data gaps. Many companies lack comprehensive data on certain ESG factors, particularly in areas like social impact or governance practices, which will lead to incomplete and speed reporting. Then resource constraints, okay, that is also a major challenge. We think about smaller companies or organizations with limited resources that lead to struggle to collect the consistent ESG data, and resulting in gaps or inconsistencies in reporting. Then last but not the least, the major challenge is human errors. So inconsistent or inaccurate data can be caused by human error, misinterpretation of matrices, or biases in reporting. Biases in reporting, which will further distorting the true ESG performance. Thank you, friends. Let's see the solution side of this problem now, where we can think adopting standardized ESG matrices, like encouraging the use of globally recognized frameworks like GRIs, SBT, CFD, that can provide consistency in data collection and reporting, also ensuring the ESG matrices are comparable and transparent. Then we talk about the centralized data platforms. Implementing centralized data platforms or software solutions can streamline the data collection, also can help standardize reporting across different departments, business functions, and regions within the organization. Then automated process of data collection, automated, where we can say using technologies like IoT sensors, AI, and data analytics can automate the collection of ESG data, so reducing human error and improving accuracy and consistency in reporting. So the next is very important solution: regular trainings, okay, and guidelines. So provide consistent training for employees on ESG data collection standards, and offering clear guidelines for reporting can minimize errors and inconsistencies across the organization. Then third party audits, independent audits, where we can engage third party auditors to validate ESG data, which can ensure accuracy and transparency, also helping companies to build the trust among the investors, regulators, and the public by providing the unbiased assessment of their ESG performance. So for this problem, we have seen the relevant challenges and the solutions. Thank you, friends, for listening to these 50 different ESG problems, their challenges and solutions. Thank you very much.